For you niggas is cap, wait. I'm every designer the jeans, wait. I could pretend in these. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. I got tired of these niggas, so I'm gon' bang, get the drop on these niggas. Finger fuck on a Nina, I ain't on top, I just fuck on her face. Bag, wait, for you niggas just cap, wait. I'm every designer the jeans, wait. I could pretend in these. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. I get a rush for that bag. I got tired of these niggas, so I'm gon' bang, get the drop on these niggas. Finger fuck on a Nina, I ain't got time, I just fuck on her face. Bag, wait, for you niggas just cap, wait. I'm every designer the jeans, wait. I could pretend in these. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap. You niggas cap.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I'm just putting this out. I'm just doing this quick little video for anybody who's listening. I'm starting to, like I say, I didn't know who to vote for, but I'm starting to change my mind. And what's happening is, like I said, Kamala Harris has all the big wigs. So tonight, we're going to go through some of the big wigs that Kamala Harris has. Like I say, I don't know what they say, get down or lay down. So let's go through some of these big wigs. Now this dude here, this is John Shaft. People's from John Shaft. That's what we started at. Then he started making these smart movies and all this other stuff as a real IBM type of guy. I'll have you know, I played golf with this guy a couple years ago on a public golf course. He just happened to be there and we played with him before he started doing all these major roles. But why is he here? Why is he at this place? At the very least, he's at this place to let you know that, hey, this dude will definitely vote for Kamala Harris. So tonight, we're going to go through some of the powerful people that will vote for Kamala Harris.
It didn't take much to prompt me to come to San Francisco. It's one of my favorite cities in the world. One day I hear San Francisco will be great again, so that's going to be good. I have to admit that I struggled a bit over what to say tonight, partly because I find writing torturous, because writing's torturous, but moreover because I have no idea what the hell is going on right now in our country. I'm baffled, and it's not to say that I don't understand that we have a fucking moron in the White House. And I understand that because, well, his senior cabinet member reportedly said so. And I take his and the press's word on that, at least, because for as long as I've had the misfortune of being conscious of the existence of his now boss, I, too, have believed him to be a fucking moron. So no argument there. I understand that. But many don't see him like that, and I don't understand that. I struggle to understand that an individual who says, as our president, I will do everything in my power to protect our LGBTQ citizens from the violence and oppression of a hateful foreign ideology one day, but then who snuggles up yesterday with a domestic group that distributes pamphlets declaring homosexuality a public health issue.
Well, hold on. I didn't know that you stood up for the rainbow community. Why you don't do that in public? Why do you do it at the secret Kamala Harris secret society dinner? And why do you talk with so much swag? And y'all need to know something, man. When Kamala Harris wins this election, they are going to come out in full force.
A group also addressed yesterday by the Republican senatorial candidate from Alabama, who once said he thinks homosexuality should be illegal, whatever the fuck that means. I struggle to understand how that individual is not universally and objectively viewed as lying, untrustworthy, and bankrupt. One of his first orders of business before being sworn into the presidency was settling a fraud case for $25 million. What more does anyone need to see? Aside from his tax returns. I personally lost $900 million in 1 year, but great businessman. Okay. I have difficulty understanding how an individual who 5 times forced someone else to fight in his place in Vietnam and perhaps die there, and who objects to protests during the national anthem because by his logic they are disrespectful of America's service members, can also attempt to ban transgender service members from, well, serving, and still not universally and objectively be seen as disrespectful to American service members himself.
Now, that is a little dicey right there. And that's why I say I would never know who to vote for when everybody's lying like that. From what we hear in the streets, the transgender would go to the military to get all this health coverage, to get stuff, done, covered medically, where, if you was a regular person, you wouldn't do that. You're getting funded by the government, you get retirement. Like, a lot of people say that they're using it for all sort of different reasons. But it would have to be a story that came to light. Nobody's going to believe me.
People serving honorably right now in the military are being told by the commander-in-chief, or rather the comb-over-in-tweet, that they have no right to do so. What's more disrespectful than that? Except sending them off into another rather avoidable, senseless war, whose only purpose would be to offset the sense of hollowness and smallness their comb-over must feel owing to his tiny burnt crisp of a damaged soul. Couldn't serve in Vietnam because of money.
Now, this is this guy talking about Trump. And like I say, so say I wanted to vote for Kamala Harris. I know that this guy won't come out in public and say all the stuff that he's saying until Kamala wins. Now, say I want to vote for Trump. He won't bring this sort of stuff out and say the sort of radical stuff that Kamala Harris is dealing with. Now, that makes me not want to vote for him either, because he's keeping this space right here secret. So who do I vote for? If everybody's lying and keeping things a secret, when this right here is right in the public view, a regular person like me has this.
Opinions or whatever, yet as a candidate, his doctor puts it out that he'll be the healthiest individual elected to the presidency. Healthiest. The guy who's said to believe that the human body is like a battery with a finite amount of energy, which exercise drains, and who's built like a wrecked garbage truck. But he's the healthiest. I mean, I don't want to go on harping about this fucking moron, but it's one of the many lead linings of his presidency that we have to pay such close attention to this abysmal excuse for human being. But I'm trying to understand those eyes which refuse to see him that way, which refuse to see him as the empty con man that he is. And so I remember a gentleman I met a few years ago, Robert Trivers, a Harvard-trained social biologist who at one point in his career moved out here to teach at UC Santa Cruz and was introduced to and began to write and research with none other than Black Panther's co-founder, Huey Newton, who'd been a graduate student in the History of Consciousness program at Santa Cruz. Probably would have been a Westbrook fan. Trivers and Newton ended up pursuing a mutual academic interest, the phenomenon of self-deception. And Newton's interest sprang from a long-time fascination with con games, large and small, and Trivers' interest sprang from trying to make sense of self-deception as a behavior passed down over the course of human evolution. In the natural world, Trivers mentions self-deception can be advantageous. A butterfly cocoon might resemble a snake's head to ward off hungry predators. Newton noted that self-deception can have social advantages for humans. A Latino American, for example, might pretend to know less English than she actually does to avoid interaction with an undesirable gringo. Trivers offered that in a fight, exaggerating one's size through a puffed-up chest, for example, can trick an equally strong adversary into feelings of inferiority. But self-deception practiced too long, they argued, can also lead to disaster when overconfidence and inattention to reality combine.
Now, he's trying to talk all of this brainiac stuff about self-deception, but he's not saying that rainbow community people are not dealing with self-deception. Okay, I'm not going to go that far and say that that's not self-deception. It is.
Reality isn't a fool. So in 1982, I wrote a controversial and brutally insightful analysis of the factors behind the Air Florida disaster that saw a passenger jet crash into Washington, D.C.'s 14th Street Bridge. minutes after takeoff in the midst of a very heavy snowstorm, most of its passengers perishing in the frigid waters of the Potomac River. And I remember that day vividly. I was a junior in high school at the time, and on my way home from school, I stopped on the other side of the Potomac to view the aftermath of the crash, along with a friend who shared my strange 16-year-old shivering curiosity. And my friend and I almost froze our tails off and didn't see much. But on examining the cockpit voice recording months after the tragedy, Trivers and Newton saw plenty. Based on what they heard on those recordings and read on the transcript, they argued that the accident could have been averted were it not for the attitude and behavior of the doomed plane's pilot, who they described as a self-deceiver. On the day of the incident, the pilot was not in fact piloting the plane, but acting as co-pilot to his co-pilot, who was actually manning the controls, perhaps in a training exercise, and whom Trivers and Newton characterized as a reality seeker. And here's why. 30 minutes before takeoff, when asked by the co-pilot about ice on the wing on the side of the plane, the pilot answers, I got a little on mine.
Sorry about that. This dude's telling this weird ass story. But my point is, this is the people who will vote for Kamala Harris, people that you would never think of. I'm going to show you them as just having a little bit of fun tonight. I have another show where I would do, because like I say, with all of the powerful people that Kamala Harris has, I'm starting to lean. Thank you, Brian Turner. Thank you, man. Somebody bring me back to reality, because this shit is not reality. This stuff is not reality, man. The way that Kamala Harris has this force of powerful people, well, this shit ain't playing, man. She has this force of powerful people, man, like big. That's why you say, well, damn, how did Kamala Harris raise $1 billion in 2 months? She has some of the most powerful people. Niggas who vote for Trump wear skirts. Oh, hold on, man. I just voted for Trump last Friday. Fuck what a nigga talk about. Niggas who vote for Trump wear skirts. How do niggas that wear skirts? They vote for Trump. Right, for Kamala. There you go. Talk to me, man. I'm like, hold on, BT. How do Trump? Because Trump is not with this radical shit that these people with. Okay, since this video is not playing, I have something else set up for you guys. I didn't know this was gonna happen, but you see this. This Peoples from Shaft. This is Peoples from Shaft, and he's wearing a skirt for Kamala. All right, but watch this. Like, Kamala Harris has, what the hell's going on? Has some of the most powerful people you would ever. What the hell's going on here? Hold on 1 second. It's crazy. Yo, she got some powerful people, and brothers need to understand. Now, how the hell my internet's not on? It's been on all night. You vote for the white supremacists definitely have the price tag wrong. Thomas Gray, I don't know, man. Because Brian Turner says brothers who vote for Kamala chopped their balls off and gave them to the Gladiator BW, Thomas Gray. And I got the link up in there. We can have this discussion, because it's like, I'm showing you what Kamala is doing. She is on some other shit. And the people that rock with her, which is fine. But you cannot deny that they have chopped their balls off. You can't deny that. That's one thing you can't deny. People that voted for Kamala Harris is mainly, whew, Nobody could tell me that it's not, because I've done the research, and I mean, my videos tell the story. Problem is, Trump seemed to hide this stuff. That's what kind of scares me. I don't know what the hell happened here. Trump hides this stuff. He don't want to. He says, "Yo, Kamala Harris is a radical liberal." That's the most he ever says. And he tries to hint at how wicked it is, but he never just points to where we got the evidence right here. This is some really radical stuff. You know, they're like conversion therapy. I was going to do the conversion therapy thing with y'all, because that's what Kamala stands for, but seem like people don't care. Conversion therapy. Thomas Gray, she was at the forefront of one of the largest incarceration projects of Black people in California history. She and Biden got America in 3 proxy wars, and she's a horrible leader. Now, I say that's nothing, BT, no disrespect. I say that that's nothing compared to the stuff that I've showed you that Kamala was most proud of. The first person to do gay marriages in the state of California, the first person to do gay marriages in San Francisco, like the first person that did the Equality Act and Prop 8. Kamala Harris has done stuff that she's proud of that nobody speaks of. That's why it makes me, I'm like, why would I vote for somebody who won't be proud of what they accomplished? And she'd sit there and let people say, she's incarcerated the largest. No, she was the first person to do a gay marriage in San Francisco, first one in California. She fought Prop 8. She was the district attorney or whatever, attorney general, and she told the other district's attorneys she was the first one to do all of the same-sex marriage. She has accomplishments that she never speaks of. But when she wins, you're going to hear all this stuff. Trust me. Brian Turner, I fell for that 4 years ago, and I politically paid the price for it. And I chopped my own balls off for Kamala. Now I'm correcting myself, voting for Trump Vance. Last vote and I do. Damn. And I actually understand it, because I'm in the same state of confusion. I know firsthand that Kamala, they say, what's her policy? Kamala policies is based in marriage. Why does that mean anything? Because heterosexual people don't get married. And the same-sex marriages are more, more. They have more gay marriages than same-sex marriages, whether they work out or not. And if you don't get married, you'll never know Kamala Harris's policies. That's how that works. I don't care if she's a woman or Black, she's a failure in her leadership on the border, which was her job. Plus, Democratic policies are economically destroying Black communities. Look, I feel you, brother, but you must understand, that's not what she's about. She's about a new way forward. And I'm so mad this internet's messed up, because you will understand. She said back in the 80s, Coretta Scott King had got down with the Rainbow Movement and told them that Kamala Harris would like that. If you take it, you deserve it. Don't get caught up in the developmental disorders. Brother, it's going to be some whole... It's just the only thing that Look, we all see what's happening. It's not like I'm schooling anybody here. The point is, you see it happening, but you just can't believe it. Now, when she wins this presidency and all these things start happening to you from a rainbow rainbow perspective. And all of the while where you thought you could like shoot them off and not have the conversation and not be diverse and not be inclusive with them, it's gonna really be more extreme than to where what I believe it already is. They already have all the jobs. All right. And it's only gonna get worse. So if you got rainbow community who's at the forefront of education and jobs and power, especially in hip hop and Hollywood and all that stuff. Then they brought it to the schools with the books and all this and all of that. And they just want it to be a part of your everyday life. They don't want you to have the ability to say, nah, I don't want that around me. That's all they want. They just want to be included. A lot of straight people say, but they are included. What more could they want? Domination. They want to show you that a new way forward could dominate the traditional values. And I just want to make people aware that I can't believe what happened to my damn computer. They won't even give me the option to go to where my network is. So something's really bad. And I tell you, I would have never did this if the stuff wasn't working. But at the same time, Democratic black males have crossed over who just so happen to sleep with the women. They yell and cry when you disagree with them like bitches with testosterone. Right. Nothing you saying is wrong. I'm just telling you it's way more radical than that. I just showed you peoples from John Shaft. So now you could say to yourself, damn, is peoples from John Shaft gay? Well, it wouldn't surprise you. He's in Hollywood. Wouldn't surprise you. He's speaking at the Kamala stuff. Wouldn't surprise you. I mean, at this point, wouldn't surprise you if anybody's gay. Because then you start saying, well, these are the powerful people in the world. And you know how horrible people are. They'll sleep with you to try to get somewhere in the world. And that's what you call selling your ass. But once you get in with them, see, that's the problem right there. Once you get in with them, like Diddy and all of Jeff Bezos, and I want to show y'all people from John Shaft. I got so many people at this award dinner, celebrities. You be like, damn, he's there. Is he gay? Well, you can't say that he ain't. But that's not the point. The point is the powerful people: Taylor Swift, Pink, Cyndi Lauper, Barack Obama, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Little John, Tyler Perry, all the most powerful, Oprah Winfrey, all the powerful people rock with Kamala. How can you beat that? I would say with the people. But it's going to be tough because remember, she cheated to be there. Shit is powerful shit, son. The Gladiator BW and the Rainbow community wants dominance and control. Don't forget. See, BT, the problem I'm having with your rhetoric, BT, is you're not putting the power of the Rainbow community out there when you know it's out there. Include that, because that's where the power is. They're fighting for dominance. A lot of black men are mad at the Gladiator BW because they're like, can't you see it? But that's why they support the DNC. The Democratic black males are just too cowardly to stand up to. Oh, man. I agree with that, too. You ain't said nothing wrong. You got Ricky Smiley and all these dudes. If you could just put that rainbow in your conversation, you will understand why you talk about them the way that you do. You trying to still place them as straight dudes. You can't do that. It's a rainbow affiliation, even if you think of these dudes not being like that. That's why I showed you people who's from Shaft and other men that would appear to be masculine. I have it. These people had Anthony Bourdain. They got all them alleged men that you say, well, damn. If Anthony Bourdain was gay, I guess I could have saw that. This shit is wild. For example, Michael Eric Dyson, Roland Martin, when he corrects people when they mispronounce his master Kamala's name, that's the spirit of a fat black gladiator with a PhD speaking through him. Facts. But I would still say you're not going the whole way. It's not, it is the big gladiator, but also from a rainbow perspective. Like, you can't say none of these niggas ain't rainbow affiliated, because those are the movers and shakers. They have taken over hip hop, Hollywood. I got the dude up there. I saw the dude at these people's convention, the elite rainbow community. That dude who be on TED Talks, that always talk about the new iPhone. The guy who works for Apple, he always bring out the new iPhone and stuff. That white guy, he's over here talking stuff. You can't say nobody's rainbow. Like, all the powerful people I'm talking about, not these regular dudes. I said I saw that dude on TED Talks. Now he's the one who always breaks the new iPhones. He's over here at this Rainbow Elite Kamala Harris Foundation. Yo, bro. Y'all niggas don't know. There you go, BT. There you go. These rainbow. There you go. Once you include the rainbow, now you start to understand what you're dealing with. These rainbow dudes are hell-bent to prove that they are better than straight. Don't matter if you're black, straight men. That they are better suited to, yes, lead the community. They are demonic, I would say. Because the only thing that bugs me out about Kamala Harris, I was telling my gladiator today, which you know she ain't listening. I was saying, even though I would say, if I said, yo, you ain't voting no damn Kamala and force her ass, then she wouldn't, but I don't give a damn. But for the most part, because you can't stop these people. This woman might have hell to pay versus her family. Like, this Kamala shit is real. But check it out. So Kamala Harris run around talking about the right to reproduction. And I'm sitting there saying, well, damn. Your mother disobeyed your grandfather because she was supposed to be in an arranged marriage. What if your mother would have had the right to reproduce and delete your ass because your grandfather didn't approve of it at first? But then when Kamala Harris was born, the grandfather loved her like his own, with no father in sight. So for her to just run around and tell people to just delete your babies is crazy, when she was the one that could have been in that space. It's crazy. She never run around telling little girls, yo, you want to be a mother when you get older so you can produce family. She never say that. I'm like, why are you doing that? Why you can't tell these little girls to be a mother or something like that? Like, what type of new way forward is this? And if you black, why would you let every other ethnicity be reproducing and keep creating generations and you leave us stuck? Especially if, like, Kamala Harris is, that's how come I know Kamala Harris is going to come out the closet when she wins. Because one thing that I know about women of the WNBA, and that's what Kamala Harris is, women of the WNBA, they say, like, they're a special person, they're this and they're that. But Kamala Harris is one of the most selfish people I ever seen in this world, because she don't want to reproduce another powerful woman like her mother did. She's just selfish like the women in the WNBA. She's the only one that want to have a crack at this. Never reproduce. I mean, bro. That's why I say I start thinking about both candidates and I'll be like, who the hell would I vote for? These Rainbow Brothers put a battery in the Gladiator BW to attack anyone who's not down with it. All right. All right. With this BW's to attack anyone who's not down with this idiocracy of the DNC. Rainbow niggas and quiches are community. Bro, I would agree because you won't reproduce. And not only that, if you start mixing Rainbow and the BW together, you start saying, well, they got HIV and AIDS over there at a better rate than regular people. They have the ability to bring it back and mix it. The Gladiator BW, she'll deal with celebrities, niggas that cross over and go both ways. Get pregnant, know she can't have that kid. It's a lot where the whole destruction, is so many different layers. Just so ridiculous that they would really team with people that ain't trying to reproduce. And they're proud to vote for Kamala. I spoke to somebody there. They was like, well, I got to vote for somebody, and I damn sure ain't vote for no Trump. Well, who else could you vote for if you damn sure ain't going to vote for no Trump? So they just voting for any reason. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. It's like, yo, hold on. So you just going to vote just to have fun, And like I said, when them boys start being able to play athletic sports with them girls, starting in Minnesota where Governor Walz come from, then they're going to realize that, look, the men going to say, look, don't come to us about that. The boys are playing in your sport. You voted for Kamala Harris. That's what you get. Nobody want to say, oh, she got hurt. You don't want men to align. And if you want us to align, you want us to align with Rainbow. Now, I must say, it's not our fault that we don't align with them. They don't want us around. You know what I'm saying? Because they got to deal with reality. Like, they don't want us around. They'd rather have all the other sort of people around that rock with that. I'm going to just say new reality. I ain't going to say false because they have all the positive positions that, they could change people's lives with a hire or a fire. So it's the real reality. Just that I don't see why. I guess my greatest example would be Kevin Samuels. Because like I say, everybody believed Kevin Samuels was gay. All right, so say he was gay. He still spoke up for men. He spoke like a man. He tried to hide it. Like, he didn't abandon manhood even if he was gay. And the gay men abandoned the men. It's like, bro, why would I route you abandon? You do it. Bro, they don't want you around. The Gladiator BW and the Rainbow Brothers are almost the same people. They stole their identity, and it's their baby. One doesn't want children, the other can't have children. Both are known for STDs. Both hate straight men. And like I say, Kamala Harris win. If you think you're sick now, I'd hate to see you once she come out the closet and say, yo, I'm a lesbian. And then you'll understand. You'll be like, oh shit, come on. We got a lesbian president. Hey, Can't say they ain't in powerful positions. They've been planning this stuff for decades. And what the black community has done has let it play. Just like we let them take hip-hop, R&B, old school. They just take everything. Baseball. Kelly Rowland looked like she's transitioning. Right. I can see Kamala coming out with the facts. Now, that's the thing that really, really lets, for me, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but for me, like I said, I heard these people say Kamala ain't come out the closet yet. That's the first thing. Once they said that, I start looking at her different. And then I started saying, well, pantsuits. Ain't shit sexy about a pantsuit. And guess what? A lot of lesbian women don't want to be sexy to no man. They'll just walk around with pantsuit on. Okay. The second thing was, ain't no woman gonna dress like no damn Kamala Harris. Kelly Rowland did that dumb shit. I was like, Kelly Rowland, ain't no woman dressing like no Kamala Harris. You can't make it fly. So women would never dress like Kamala Harris unless you crossed over. It's just some of the weirdest shit. She ain't fucking no damn Doug Inhofe. She ain't having no babies with no Doug Inhofe. Bro, this some weird shit. Like I said, I played the videos already where Kamala Harris was with the lesbians and was saying, look, Barack Obama got our back. Right. Kamala Harris is a different type. She got her own swag, and like no woman's dressing like her for sexiness. Come on, man. That shit is bugged out. That woman, if you ask me, that woman ain't into no men. Let me just put it like that. All right. It's just like you said, BT. Even if she is straight, she ain't into men. They have teamed up and just said, I could do what you could do. It's not about doing it together. Look at the Menendez brothers. It's between the two. Client confidentiality, but he found himself in the witness chair, now being an accessory or made an accomplice. I guess, man. I guess. I will say, shit, Kamala Harris will mess around pardoning them niggas, man. Biden or somebody, because I was watching it one day and it was like, with this new climate and these new sensitive times, things are different, like, whoa. I'm not surprised, man. You got to understand, it's called the new way forward. Black people could be a part of the new way forward if the man and the woman would get together and make babies. But you got to realize, I'm a little older than brothers. So you talk about niggas that's 28 and younger or 30 and younger. No, I say 28. 28, 27 and younger. They ain't trying to have no babies. The boys or the girls. Fucking Mexicans come over, baby after baby after baby. No disrespect. Use welfare. Use this, use that. They will beat you by straight numbers. Now, guess what happened with the numbers? They have 5 kids. 2 of them graduate college. I mean, come on, man. All of government assistance. My goodness. While black man, black woman, you know the rules. Separate apartments, paying separate bills. And you got to say it the way it is. because the Gladiator BW won't listen. And more importantly, if she depended on the black man, she would be living in a cardboard box. And that's not good enough for her. She'd rather do it on her own. Yes, that man could come out of that cardboard box and get into a mansion. That's not the bet she's willing to make. You know, when you're in high school and she's getting B on a roll and you don't, she don't give a fuck. It's not her job. She got to make it as well. It's just you wish that we was all trying to make it together, but you can't be failing and she winning all the time. Once she realized that, she was like, hey. Yeah, this is wild, son. The internet just black. I have like 3 computers going. This is the only one with no internet. Like I'm talking on the internet. This is a whole iPad that I'm talking on. This straight internet. So I don't know how that computer just chirps out of the internet. I have other computers going. It's crazy. So y'all know what that means. Of course I could kick it. But I do want to fix it. But yeah, man, that's what's going on, man. I'm going to try to fix this in there. Good looking out, y'all. Thank you.